Hello students, today in this session let us work out a few more problems on chi-square distribution. In the last session we have discussed about what chi-square distribution is, definition is, and how the chi-square distribution table can be used while solving the problems, and we have worked out one problem also. So here in this session let us work out few more problems. So take an example 2. A set of 5 similar coins is tossed 320 times and the result is given as number of heads appearing 0, number of heads appearing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and in every toss. So on the frequency of appearing 0 is 6. Out of 320 tosses, appearing 0 number of heads appearing is 6 times and 1 head appearing is 27 times, 2 times head appearing in 72 and 112, 71, 32 is being given in the data itself. So what we need to do? Test the hypothesis that the data follow binomial distribution. So this is the question. We need to check whether the binomial distribution follow that data. So look at the solution. Let us set a null hypothesis. The data follows the binomial distribution. So this is a statement that we need to verify whether it follows or not, whether H0 can be accepted or H0 can be rejected. So that is what we need to find. Since it is a binomial distribution, the degree of freedom. If you remember in the previous session, we have discussed for every distribution, binomial, Poisson, normal, the degree of freedom varies. So for binomial distribution, the degree of freedom is n minus 1. So here too, degree of freedom is mu, which is equal to 6 minus 1 and it is equal to 5. So degree of freedom is 5 here. So for degree of freedom is 5, we have from the tabulated table I have shown you in the previous session. So vertically move down in the table till you get 5 and at 5 you have to move horizontally till you get 0.05% of significance level. At that you may see the value 11.07, which is the tabulated value from the table. So now we have to verify it theoretically too. So let us, since binomial distribution is followed, we are going to talk about the success and the failure. So as usual in the binomial distribution, P is the success and Q is probability of failure. So for tossing a coin, so there is only two possibilities. One is appearing head and the other one is appearing tail. So since only two outcomes, the probability of getting a success, that is probability of getting a head, is 1 by 2 and the probability of failure is 1 by 2. So total frequencies from the data is 320, which is being given in the problem itself for us. So now theoretical frequencies of getting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heads are successive terms. So how many ever the heads you get, so that whatever it is, the head should appear. Whether you get 0 heads, 1 head, 2 head, 3 head, 4 head or 5 heads. So theoretical frequencies of getting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heads are successive terms. So out of 320 tosses, getting P plus Q to the power of 5. Okay, because 5 coins have been tossed at a time. So now 320 into P plus Q to the power of 5, it can be expanded by using Bernoulli's expansion. So it is P to the power of 5 and 5c1 p to the power of q and p to the power of 4 and q power 1. So here p power 0, p power is 5 maximum and q power is 0, whereas it is nc naught, that is 5c naught, the value is 1. So we have not written it, but by default it is 5c naught p to the power of 5 and q to the power of 0. And here 5c1 decrease the power of p and increase the power of q. So decreasing the power of p, it becomes 4 and increasing the power of q will become 0 to 1, that q to the power of 1 here. Similarly, when you come here, it is 5c2 p to the power of 3 and q to the power of 2. Goes in a similar way, and the last term would be 5c5 q to the power of 5 and p to the power of 0. So 5c5 is 1 and therefore 320 into p to the power of 5. When we simplify, we get this. Hope everybody knows how to write all these things. Expansion of 5c1, 5c2, 5c3, 5c4, 5c5 can be expanded by using NCR formula, that is n factorial. NCR is equal to n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So by using this formula, you can expand it, and when we simplify, we get these values. So this is when we simplify further, we get 320 into p to the power of 5. P value was 1 by 2 to the power of 5. It is 1 by 32. Similarly, when we substitute for p and q, substitute 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 with respect to powers. When we simplify, we get 5 by 32 and 10 by 32, 10 by 32, 5 by 32, 1 by 32. So these are all the values which we get on evaluation, and simplifying further, we get 10, 50, 100, 100, 50 and 10. So these are all theoretical frequencies. So some of the theoretical frequencies we have got, and now we are going to take them separately. So 10 is the first theoretical frequency, 50 is the second theoretical frequency, 100 is the third, and this 100 is the fourth theoretical frequency, and this is fifth, and this is sixth. Straight away we can take them as E1, E2, E3, E4, E5 and E6. So, and now let us use the definition of chi-square. So let us calculate the value of chi-square, which can be done by using this formula. Summation I is equal to 1 to 6 because 6 numbers are given, and OI minus EI whole square by EI. So substitute for I is equal to 1, you get first O1 minus E1 by E1. On substituting the respective values and simplifying, we get 16 by 10. Similarly, when I is equal to 2, you get O2 minus E2 by E2, and substituting the respective value of O2 and E2, you get this. Similarly, this and this, all the 6 terms, we will get it like this. And on simplifying further and calculating using the calculator, chi-square value happens to be 78.68. And now chi-square is 78.68, and the degree of freedom for a binomial distribution is 6 minus 1, that is n minus 1, which is 5. The degree of freedom is 5 here. So therefore, the chi-square calculated is 78.68, and this is more than the tabulated value. The tabulated value was 11.07, which we can get it from the table itself. So as I said I'll show you this, how to use that in the tabular. So the degree of freedom was 5 there. So in the table, move vertically downward, move vertically downward. So move vertically downward till 5, and at 5 move horizontally. So you get at 0.05% of significance level, the value is 11.07. So the tabulated value of chi-square at 0.05% of significance level with degree of difference is 5 is 11.07. And the calculated value here is 78.68. The difference between the calculated value and the observed value from the table tabulated value was very high. Therefore, the hypothesis cannot be accepted. It means the hypothesis is rejected. That means we can conclude that the data doesn't follow binomial distribution. So H0 was whether it follows the binomial distribution. The H0 is rejected. Therefore, the data will not follow the binomial distribution. So that is what is the conclusion from this problem, and this is how we have to work out the problem using chi-square distribution table. So let us see another example. Fit a Poisson distribution to the following data and test the goodness of it at 5% level of significance. Given that chi-square 0.05 at 3 is 7.815 for 3 degree of difference. The x values are given by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the frequencies are given by 122, 60, 15, 2 and 1. So we have to check the following data follows the goodness of it with Poisson distribution. So look at the solution. So given, take them as xi and fi. Xi values have been given by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and fi values are 122, 60, 15, 2 and 1. It has been given in the problem itself for us. So let us calculate fi into xi. 0, 60, 30, 6 and 4. So we need summation of fi, sum of the frequencies. So some of the frequencies is 200. So try to recall your Poisson distribution. So that is how we have to work out the problem with respect to the Poisson distribution. So sum of Fi we want and sum of Fi xi, it is equal to 100. And mean value m is nothing but it has been given by the formula summation Fi into xi divided by summation f. So which gives the value as 0.5. Mu value is 0.5 here. Our mean can be taken as m also. So evaluate what was here e to the power of minus ms, that is e to the power of minus 0.5, which gives the value as 0.6065. The probability function for a Poisson distribution is e to the power of minus m to the power of r by r factorial. So this is the Poisson distribution function and we are going to use it here where m is the mean. The m value we have calculated it. The corresponding theoretical frequencies need to be calculated. The observed values are there and the corresponding frequencies, expected frequencies are to be calculated. To do that, let us take the expected frequencies as capital letter F, and which is summation Fi into e to the power of minus m power r by r factorial, and which substituting summation Fi is 200 and e to the power of minus m to the power of r by r factorial, and substituting the respective values we get this expansion. So now whatever the values it has been given in the problem as xi, let us take them as r here. For different values of r, we are going to calculate different Fi's, that is expected values of frequencies. So r is 0. When r is 0, substitute r is 0 here and r is 0 here. So 0 factorial is 1. 0.5 to the power of 0 is 1. So on simplifying, we get Fi as 121. Similarly, when r is equal to 1, your capital letter Fi gives the value 61 by using this formula. And when r is equal to 2, Fi gives you 15.16. And when r is equal to 3, your capital letter Fi is 2.53. And when r is equal to 4, the value of Fi is 0.32. So sum of capital letter Fi is equal to 200.01. So 200.01. Now observe that summation small letter Fi, the expected, the observed values given in the tabular column in the observed values, that is observed values summation Fi, and capital letter Fi is expected values. The summation of small Fi and the summation of capital letter Fi are not equal, where the difference is 0.01. So where summation of small Fi is 200 and summation of capital letter Fi is 200.01. The difference is only 0.01. So what we can do is, since the difference is very small, we can modify the last theoretical frequency. The last theoretical frequency, capital letter F5, as 0.32 minus 0.01, which is equal to 0.31. So this is the one more constraint that we are taking along with the degrees of freedom which we had already. So now let us find chi-square. Chi-square by using this formula, the standard formula. And the chi-square value is 1.5821. And now from the given data, the totals have been made to agree that there are two constraints. One is by default whatever we have, that is n minus 1, and this is the another constraint which we have taken. So since it is a Poisson distribution, we are supposed to have two constraints. The two arbitrary constants must be evaluated. So whereas in binomial only n minus 1 number of degrees of freedom can be observed, whereas in Poisson n minus 2 degrees of freedom must be observed. So that is what is. And constraint here is 2. One is by default and the other one is whatever we have done a small modification. So therefore nu is equal to n minus k, which is 3. So now we have to, the calculated value of chi-square is 1.5821. And now let us check the tabulated value of chi-square at the degree of difference, the degree of freedom 3. The new value is 3 at 0.05 significance level. So from the table we get the chi-square at 0.05 significance level is 7.815. So now look at that. The calculated value of chi-square is this, and calculated value is less than the tabulated value. Therefore, the data agrees with the theoretical data got by use of Poisson distribution can be accepted at 5% level of significance. the calculated value is less than the tabulated value, then the hypothesis is accepted. The hypothesis here is the given data, the theoretical data given in the problem follows the Poisson distribution at 5% level of significance. So Poisson distribution is a good fit for the given data at 5% level of significance is the conclusion for this problem. So there are many more problems have been solved in the notes, and if you have any doubts, please get back to us through comment. So thank you.